Hi there, welcome to Schwoven Thrifts. My name is Sandra, and here on my channel, I take you treasure hunting with me at various shops and markets in a few different locations. Let's go shopping today at Value Village and see what we can find. I saw this really beautiful two-handled piece with a pretty glaze from Wade of England. It's priced at $9.99, so way too expensive to pick up. If this would have been around $5, I definitely would have put it in my cart. This is the first time ever I found these player piano rolls. If any of you watch Julie's Designs and Signs, she uses these in her decor all the time. Not sure it's a fit for my decor, so they were priced at $4.99 each, and I decided to just leave them behind, although they were so pretty. I can't remember what day I came to this store, but the shelves were really bare, especially here by the knick-knacks. Then when I looked through, there really wasn't anything good to see, so I just moved on. Here in the floral aisle, there seemed to be quite a few options, however, none of them were my style. On the other side is the planters and pots and the clear glass. I just did a video on my DIY channel where I upcycled 10 different thrift shop glass pieces. These are always the cheapest to get, especially if you want to make them over. I've never seen anything like this little adorable hippo before. I think he's meant to be a flower frog because he has all of those holes in his back. I tend to be drawn towards urns like this. Something about them says vintage. I think they remind me of old English gardens, and that nostalgic feel just comes over me, and I'm always looking for those. I left that one behind because it was $5.49. I can't remember if it was resin or if it was actual concrete, but I decided just to leave it. I've got a few at home that I still have to make over, so I didn't want to overload myself. If this swan would have been a little smaller and maybe not so decorated and not $8.49, I probably would have taken it home. As well as this one, again, a little bit of an urn shape, and I just have to grab it and touch it. Think there was a little bit too much going on with that small one though, also priced at $5.49. Baskets are always something to look at as well. And I saw this one, which was a hanging basket, and it would be on a wall and it had that round curve. I almost got this because I just thought I've never seen anything so unique before. But then I remembered I have a couple of hanging baskets at home that I still haven't done anything with. So I decided to leave it for someone else, and hopefully they really enjoyed it. This is something fun. This piece is something that I created and donated. It is so funny when you find some things at the thrift store that you donated and then you see what they price it at. This was $4.49, and I probably paid about that when I first purchased it anyway. There also is never a shortage of these little jewelry boxes or little cubbies, whatever you want to call them. I don't think people like them anymore. I know I don't use a jewelry box myself, but you could definitely repurpose some of these into something really fun for your home. Maybe a spice rack if you have enough room on your kitchen counter, or just a little trinket box. I think that would look nice too. Now it's time to look at the serving bowls and platters, and I always find some type of wood riser. I didn't pick this one up, although for 450 it was a really good buy. But I have so many risers at home and I'm trying to sell some of them as well. So before I add more to my collection, I want to get rid of those first. I like seeing some of these big bowls that you can use for baking or you can just use for display. This green and that amber one is pretty. That red platter down at the bottom, so nice. I thought that would be so fun for either storing some avocados on your kitchen counter or even serving guacamole in it. Check out this fun assortment of teapots. There are so many teapots here. Look at this orange pitcher for serving fresh squeezed orange juice. That would be so fun. Not for me, but I'm just trying to give you guys some ideas of what you could do with different things. I just love the fact that nobody seems to use teapots anymore. So there are always tons of them at the thrift shops. Here's another glass section that I love to go through, some serving bowls and platters again. And sometimes I find some really pretty items. I don't tend to use a lot of glass for serving, but I do use bowls for mixing. This bowl here on the second to bottom shelf was really nice. I liked the shape of that one, but I already have a bunch of glass bowls. So sometimes you just have to know when to quit, right? On the other side is more glassware, and these are the smaller items, little serving bowls and cups and mugs and little jugs. And this is usually where I find my little jugs. These come from Cheesecake. I don't know why people are donating that stuff. Look at this beautiful jug. There's two of them there. So cute. And that's usually the ones I grab to make over because they look beautiful if you do them in a nice stone finish. I do tend to gravitate more towards vintage items. This creamer and sugar bowl were really pretty with that soft pink leaf on it. But then I also really like to just look at regular plain white items, especially ironstone or heavy ceramic, like those little pitchers. Sometimes you can find some plain gravy boats, but all of this stuff is just it's just so much fun to go and check out and see what the stores have. Not that you always have to buy something, but just to see what's out there and see what people are giving away. And it's always interesting, especially this. These are from Dollar Tree. This was so funny. I have two of these. They're priced at $3.99, and at the Dollar Tree you can get them here in Canada for $1.75. Sometimes that's funny too, just seeing the prices on some of the things that come from dollar stores. Check out this little roller skating boot. It is so cute, but what the heck would you use this for? Would you use it for drinking? I don't think so. Probably just a little knick-knack thing that somebody had. I don't even know who would make something like this, but that was just absolutely adorable. Thanks for clicking on my video and spending some time with me today. I've got lots more thrifting adventures coming up soon, so make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out. If there was anything on the shelves that you thought I missed out on, let me know down in the comments. See you in the next one.